Welcome back to Chasing Our White Rabbit. This is episode 9.
Episode 9. On our way to 10.
999. What?
Nothing. It's funny.
What?
It's just funny. Guys, let her know why that's funny.
Yeah, let me know. Doesn't it just mean like no?
Yeah.
In German?
But the way you say it sounds like a great painter one day.
It sounds like what?
A famous painter.
A painter?
Yeah, I used to say that all the time.
I'll have to
He
look
was
it
a
up.
vegan. He was an intellectual. He helped run Germany.
You're not ringing any
He's
bells.
like the most prolific? Here we go again.
I don't know what word you're trying to get to, so I can't help you.
Like the most. I'm not going to use the word popular because he's not popular.
Wait, hold on a second.
Prolific. German person ever. He's technically Austrian.
Oh, are you talking? Did Hitler say it that way?
999. It's in a lot of movies, you know.
Oh.
It's like that. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well, now she does.
I just had, when we said 9, that popped into my head. It's probably your fault. That's what happens. Matt will say things that he hears in movies. And I've never watched the movie or anything, but he says it so much that then it becomes I don't know what it's like it's an earworm where you hear it all the time.
Earworm?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, an earworm
I've heard of
is
a bookworm.
No, an earworm is when you can't get a sound or a song out of your head, and it's just like this is the song that.
Yeah.
And so Matt will say things over and over again, and I will be able to be oh, I just did, but I have no idea what it's referencing to, and so I guess now I know I need to be more careful about quoting my own husband. There's been times where he'll quote movies so many times, and then he'll be like, what movie is this from? And he'll say it, and I'll know because of him, but I've never actually seen the movie.
Yeah, the funny part is that she has seen the movie. She just does not. There's so many movies she's seen, and we'll be scrolling through, and then something will come up. She's like, oh, this looks like a really good movie. And I was like, yeah, we saw that in the theaters. And she would be like, oh, I wasn't paying attention.
I think that
it happens to you a lot.
it happens to me, and it's happening more. I'm noticing. I'm thinking maybe I have early onset Alzheimer's. I am getting old. I'm older now.
You
but
are older now.
I am older now.
You're older than me.
I am.
Oof.
I am. I just turned 42. And Matthew's still 41.
Yeah.
So for the next 8 months, he's going to talk about how I'm older than him.
It was perfect when she turned 40 and I was still in my 30s. Because it was she's got this 40-year-old dating this 30-year-old.
He's awful. But anyway, yeah. So I forget movies all the time. And probably have early onset Alzheimer's or something like that. Who knows? I forget words and movies and stories and life events. But I think that it is a silver lining because I literally get to rewatch movies.
Yeah. You've said it before, and I'm like, that is interesting. If I saw Godfather for the first time again, I'd be like, man, it's such a great movie.
And it's even movies that I know that I've seen.
Like The Notebook and Titanic?
I'll be watching them, and I'll be like...
yeah.
But, I know I've seen the movie because as I'm watching it, it feels familiar. But I can't guess what's coming next. I mean, I can guess what's coming next, but I don't know what's coming next.
Because she always guesses. We've talked about this before. And this happened again on her birthday.
I did. I got yelled at by my kids on my birthday. They told me to shut up.
Shut up, old lady. What is going on here? Now the kids look at her and they're just like, you are on timeout. You need to be quiet, okay?
It's like that TikTok sound. Shut up, Mom.
You're cut off.
From talking.
And when we're watching a movie, that's exactly what it's like. Because she'll just be like, oh, I think that person is lying. And you're like, I think they're fine. And then they are. But you don't find that out till an hour and a half later.
Yeah, well, in our family, you get to pick out what movie you want to watch. And it could be a movie
For
in
your
the
birthday.
theater for your birthday. Did I not say that?
You didn't say that.
on your birthday, you get to pick your birthday movie. And so it can be an old movie. It could be a new movie that we have to rent, like on Xfinity or Comcast or
VOD.
whatever.
VOD.
I don't know what that means. But,
Video on demand.
oh, okay. Or like we have to go to the movies, like whatever it is. So I picked, it's called Send Help.
Send Help, yeah.
Send Help with
The Notebook chick.
the Notebook chick.
And the guy from Maze Runner.
And the guy from Maze Runner. Anyway, so spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it and you want to see it, there's a part where she takes him on a hike to kind of, because he gets injured, and she takes him on a hike to kind of like show him like where it's safe to go and stuff like that. And she's like, you see that over there? Don't go past that because there's a bunch of pricklies and it's awful. And I was like, there's people over there. And guess what? There's a whole house over there.
There's a huge house over there.
Yeah, so.
But like, she was over here going, you were over there going like, and then the kids would be like, be quiet, be quiet. Stop. And she was like, like her brain was just not allowing her to not talk. So she was. There were
several. No, I did really good.
A few times. I did pretty good.
No, there were several times where I guessed what was going to happen in like coming up, but I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And I think that we need to recognize.
She's like, I had self-control.
I think that we need to recognize it because I don't do it on purpose.
I didn't spoil the movie for everybody.
Lots of people make guesses
during the movie.
During movies. Lots of people make guesses during the movies. It's not my fault. I'm right.
I don't know how many dudes you're hanging out with that are making guesses during the movie, but I don't hang out with a lot of people that make guesses during the movie because the only people I really go to the movies and see with is my family. And people in this family do not sit around and guess what's happening next in the movie. There's one person that does it. And she's always right, which is the problem. You know, if she was just like, oh, I bet there's a dinosaur over there, we'd be like, oh, wait, no, that's not going to happen. That's the big difference.
I don't know. I feel like it's a normal thing to kind of like guess what's going to happen next. Like when you're reading books, you don't go, ooh. Like,
when
I don't know.
I'm reading books, I don't go, ooh.
Like, ooh, I think that this is going to happen. I feel like.
Dude, if I'm reading a book with somebody. First of all, it's super hypothetical. But if I was reading a book with somebody, I wouldn't stop and be like, hey, I bet you this happens.
You wouldn't?
Not even close.
Guys.
I would just continue reading it.
Help me out here. I think that it is normal because I feel like it's so blatantly obvious because they make... So everything that's put in a movie and everything that's put in a book is put there on purpose. Like it's put there to like foreshadow what's going to come. So everything that I see come up in a movie, I wonder... What is being foreshadowed right now?
Why don't you just watch it?
My brain won't let me.
That's why I like watching weird movies with her. Because she's...
They're all out of left field.
Yeah.
There is no guessing.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, they're just... the things that you would think they're in a normal, like, trope. Like, there's like, oh, this doesn't apply to these movies. Like, those A24 movies. It's like... Yeah. It's like, the main character can't die. That guy's famous. 10 minutes in the movie, he gets his head cut off. And you're like, wait a minute.
Well, that reminds me of Game of Thrones.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah, because everybody was like, Ned's not going to die.
Well,
if you
hadn't figured it
actor.
Out, like... Lord of the Rings. Like, yeah. That guy's been into a national treasure. I mean, he dies in every movie, though. It's kind of crazy.
I think that if he would have just listened to his wife and stayed home, he would have been fine. Yeah, she saw the foreshadowing and knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, but you listen to the king.
Oh, maybe it's just women's intuition. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, okay. So maybe the women's intuition should have kicked in a little more with the red wedding, huh? Maybe a mommy should have just thought a little harder and had a little more intuition, and maybe everybody wouldn't have died. Was it women's intuition that allowed her to let Jamie go?
Her intuition was clouded.
And that's Ned's intuition was clouded because it was clouded. Hold on, it was clouded by duty, right? He had duty to the king, and the king asked him, and he didn't demand him. He didn't say. He said, "I can make you, but I want you to be my hand." And he's bound by duty. And, the women's intuition, well, Her issue is she's clouded by her children. She can't see, well, some of them have to die for us to be successful. She's like, no. You know, how many more people did, what's his name, One Hand Man kill after that, you know? Jaime Lannister, right? If she wouldn't have let him go, it'd have been a little different.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if they would have killed, what was the dwarf's name? Tyrion?
Tyrion?
Is it Tyrion?
Something like that.
I think it was Tyrion. When they captured him, if they would just would have killed him right away, then it would have been over, you know? I mean, it would have been over, but like, it'd have been a different story. That's my point. Sometimes I watch these things and it's like, you're giving the bad guy too much leeway. It's like, it reminds me of, I was listening to this podcast and it was about when the Mexican military captured El Chapo's son, right?
Okay.
And in the process of capturing him, it was like at a club, and they scooped him up, and then they were arresting him. But in the process of arresting him, all like the sicarios came out, all the mercenaries came out, and they said they just started killing random people. And they said, you're going to let him go, or your family's going to die, and these people are going to die. Everyone's going to die here if you don't let him go. And the podcast, there was like some Delta Force guy on it, and he said, at that moment, I would have put a bullet in the back of his head and said, now what you going to do? Like, I guess we're all dying here, but this guy's not leaving.
Yeah.
And he's like, what is done now is done. The longer you keep that guy alive, the more they're going to start hurting people to create leverage. And the price you pay for justice sometimes is ruthlessness. You know what I mean? And I was like, that could be applied to a lot of like situations where you're just like, if you don't do this, then it's the whole movie thing of put your gun down. I have a gun to your son's head. Put that gun down. It's like, you put your gun down. Now you have no leverage whatsoever. Everything's just out the window. If I'm like, I'm not putting I'm going to shoot your son. If I put my gun down, you could shoot my son anyways. And then you could just shoot me. Like, what's the incentive to like, you know, what's the incentive to let me and my son go if I put my gun down? You know what I'm saying?
I do understand what you're saying.
So I'm like, I'm going to try to shoot through my son, for goodness sakes, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Try to get it, you know? And then I'll go over there, repair him, and we'll walk out, and then the guy will be gone.
Repair him? You shot him.
I know, but like to the shoulder. I mean, I don't know. Like,
I'm glad we're not in these situations.
I'm glad I'm not in these situations either.
But all I was trying to say is sometimes
you guess.
Sometimes I completely forget movies.
Yeah.
And I get to rewatch them. And sometimes I just guess what is happening in a movie before I watch it.
The funniest ones are the weird movies that you forget. And I'm like, I like this movie a lot. And you're like, and when you initially watched it, you were just like, oh, okay, I love my husband. I watch this movie with him. And then you like see a TikTok about it, and there'll be like clips of it, and then you'll be like, oh, this looks like a really good movie. And I'll be like, it is a really good movie. We should watch it again. I mean, we've already seen it twice, but yeah, let's watch it. I don't mind watching it again.
I don't know. It's really weird.
And then when you watch it, you're like, that's such a weird movie. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah. TikToks will do that to you, though. They'll like, all of a sudden, your For You page will just fill up with like clips from a certain show or movie, and it'll get you hooked. And
you'll be like relentless. You'll
really want to go see it, and you'll watch it, and you'll be like, all the stuff I saw on TikTok were the only good parts of that whole freaking movie. I just wasted 2 hours of my life.
That happens all the time. You're just like, dude, this could be pretty good. And you watch, you're like, exactly what you said. Oh, the only good part was what you saw.
Yeah.
You know? And you're
Got
like,
me again.
I didn't know this was a werewolf movie. That's not what TikTok told me. Like, this took a turn to the left.
One movie that I did that happened to me was the one where the little boy falls off the two moms are friends. It's like a mother's.
The two moms are friends. That movie?
I want to say Anne Hathaway's in it.
Anne Hathaway?
But probably wrong.
Oh, is that the one with Natalie Portman?
A Mother's Instinct.
Oh, Mother's Instinct.
Yeah, it's like set in this...
Who's it with?
Hold on. It's with the super blonde chick. I don't know her
Dude,
name.
you could literally just go to the movie and then look up Wikipedia, and it'll tell you everybody that's in the movie.
Okay. Wikipedia. Mother's Instinct. It's from 2024.
Okay. This 2 years ago.
Jessica
Biel?
Chastain, Anne Hathaway.
Hey, which one's Jessica Chastain?
I think it's this chick right here.
You say that like
super blonde.
Like I could see the picture.
Oh, my bad. This is her.
Oh, the redhead.
But in her movie,
blonde.
she's super blonde. And in Help, she's super blonde.
Oh, she's
she
the crazy
plays the
lady.
ditzy.
She has like a depression, or she had manic depression.
She loses
or
lots of babies, and
she lost a lot of babies. I thought it was just
she miscarries.
I thought she just miscarried one.
I'm pretty sure she miscarries a lot of babies.
That's the one that had the poop lady who she
came back. Yeah.
And she got all scared when the husband got home. She's like,
she's running. Yeah, that's a really good movie too.
That was really good.
But this movie, how I found it was through TikTok showing little clips, and that was a good one. That was a good find. Another one, which was
did you watch that?
Huh?
Did you watch it?
I watched Mother's Instinct.
You could have asked me. I would have watched it with you.
Okay, but sometimes, if I really think I'm gonna like a movie,
you want to watch it without me?
I want to watch it without you.
That's so messed up.
But listen,
if there's a movie I really want to watch, I want to watch it with you. That's crazy.
Because Matt occasionally, frequently takes things very personally when we're watching movies, and he'll get heated about movies. And because...
You mean if the movies have a message, then I listen to the message, and then I go, hey, this is what the message is. Is it right or wrong?
No, I'm talking about like when, especially when the movie has the lead roles are women.
I love movies with lead roles women.
If the women
Terminator,
behave a certain way that is like
an asshole, like
in a feministic vein.
Oh, anti-man.
Yeah. He'll get really upset, and I can't watch the movie because he's hooked on this one thing.
And that coin flips the other way too, because when I watch a movie with a piece of garbage that they're like just highlighting and making out to be the coolest guy ever, you're like, that guy's a piece of shit. He's cheating on his wife all the time. He's like, yeah, but he's making money. Like Wolves of Wall Street. You're like, that guy, this movie sucks. And I was like, this movie's awesome. And you're like, you got this guy who's a degenerate, who cheats on his wife constantly, who divorces one wife, marries another wife, destroys everything. And so I'm just saying, like, you feel the same way when you watch the movies. Yeah,
but you interrupt the movie. You make it impossible to watch.
I gotta look at this bitch.
He'll just constantly be like, this bitch and this cunt and
cunt
c-word.
Can't.
C-U-N-T.
Oh, cunt. Sorry.
And it's just like, and he'll talk over them talking, and then I'm like, can you please rewind it, because he holds the remote in the house.
You do something this, you just say, it's just, if you have the remote, you just pause it and you look at me with this a little bit of disdain, like, you done yet? Because I'm trying to watch this movie.
Yeah, so if I think I'm gonna like a movie, but I don't think you're going to like it, or there's a possibility of that theme, I want to watch it by myself.
Yeah, I think a big, to me, a big thing is that, like, let's say Wolves of Wall Street, I'll say that guy's a piece of garbage. And when it comes to, and we've had this discussion before, when it comes to the women, you're just like, no, you don't understand.
I don't really agree with that. But anyway, so like this was...
You'll call her out to be a piece of garbage?
Yeah.
No.
Juniper.
She's agreeing with me. She said, no.
No, I think that I do. I just don't want to do it in the middle of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I want to get lost in the movie. I don't want to pick out all of the, like...
nuances.
Things that are wrong about it, and like, this doesn't make sense, and she's not right, and he did this, and I get it. I don't want to think about that, though. I want to think about nothing. and just get lost in the story. And a lot of the time is you pull back into reality and how the storyline doesn't work and how the person is a bitch or the other word. And it's just like, oh, it's like,
like The Notebook. It's like,
yeah, he does not. I cannot watch The Notebook. Like a
She's
lot of
cheating on her
those
husband
romantic
constantly.
movies where the women are horrible in some way, whether it is that they're cheating or they're just like crazy or they're just like asking too much from the man, like where we with the point is the message is that women want to be loved no matter how messed up we are, and that's kind of the message that's going across in these videos. He's gonna be like, he should leave her, and I don't want to hear that. I just want to hear what that love conquers all, and even though she did X, Y, and Z, he still loves her, because even though I'm not doing those things, like there's shitty shit that we do to each other, and I want to know in the end you still love me, and that's the whole point of those movies. But you fuck up the movies. Sorry, you fluff up the movies, and I have to. You ruin movies.
I ruin the movie. But here's the difference: is that like I'll sit there and watch them with you, and we'll watch them over and over again. And when that's flipped, you just won't watch it with me. You'll be like, nope, I'm not watching it. American Psycho, you're like, I'm not watching this movie. And I'll be like, dude, you can talk shit about fucking the guy's a piece of garbage. Like he's not cool, you know.
Just because you're willing to watch a movie you don't like doesn't mean I should watch movies.
You're
I don't
right,
like.
it doesn't. But the difference is that like that means that if you wanted to watch it, we can watch it. If I want to watch it,
but I don't want to watch it in that way. I want to watch it. This is kind of the reason why I let you have control over the remote. When I want to watch what I want to watch, I kind of want to be by myself.
Yeah.
Because just because of who I am, like you're going to interrupt the movie. Like Dylan likes to do stuff. It's not this in the same vein, but Dylan will like repeat what somebody just said in a movie, like in a different like accent or something. If we're watching a movie,
let me hear it.
No,
like, give me an example.
I don't have an example. It would be like,
hello.
Give me an example of like a famous movie quote.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I knew that you were going to say that.
Well, it's like the most famous in the world.
And he'd just, like, right after, he'd be like, frankly, my dear, I just don't, like, he'll do that. So that kind of, like, brings me back into the realm of reality, which I don't want to do.
So you want to disconnect.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you want to disconnect when you're watching movies with me and just get in there?
Because I don't want to live in that world.
Yeah. I don't want to live in that world either.
You don't have to. I watch my shit by myself.
Okay. Well, if that's what you want, then I want to watch movies with you is the difference. I want to watch
but I'm
with
quiet
you.
when we're watching movies.
You're on your phone.
No, but
when I look over and you're on your phone, I'm just like thinking like...
You're on your phone too.
You want me to be. Because you want me to be
No,
quiet.
I'm talking about when we're watching your movies. There are several times where you're on your phone too.
The only time that happens is when I've seen the movie so many times. But I like
disagree.
watching it.
But anyway.
It was 7. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm watching it. But like I could be on my phone here because I know it's coming. I've seen it at least
I would much
100
rather
times.
you get on your phone while we're watching a movie and disassociate than interrupt and complain about the movie.
Yeah, but that's just what I do.
Yeah. But so if I
mean,
really want to watch...
I've been to movie theaters where people are just like talking the whole time and you have to deal with it. Or you have to tell them to shut up.
Anyway, when I want to watch those movies, I don't watch them with you.
Yeah.
That's why I don't watch Outlander with you anymore.
What, because of Claire?
Yeah, because you just bring up the fact that she's technically still married.
It's not technically.
Well, he's dead now, so she's not.
Yeah, but when we were watching it together, she was.
Yeah, and it's just like, that's not the point.
That she's cheating on her husband?
It's not the point. It's because it is because in Matt's world, he is Frank and Claire is me, and I'm cheating on him with Jamie.
Yeah.
But in my world, Matt is Jamie.
Who the fuck is Frank then? Where's this asshole at?
Frank is just a mistake. An accident.
It just sucks because I feel bad for Frank. He didn't do anything wrong.
No.
His wife comes back pregnant and he's just like, and she's like, oh, I was in another dimension. He's like, okay, lady. And then he stays with her, raises the girl as his kid.
Yeah, I agree. He cheats on her.
It just sucks.
I think that it's
obviously... And then you do that. You'll be like, well, he cheated on her. It's like, dude, she abandoned him for like 10 years.
It was 3.
Oh, 3 years and had a kid with another man. It's like,
well, she probably
she broke him.
For one.
He thought he got
probably
kidnapped,
didn't
right?
think that she was going to ever come back. So then, in order to survive, because of what Jack Black was doing.
Jack Black?
Is it
I
Jack
love
Black?
that guy. I love Jack Black.
Black Jack?
Randall?
Yeah, Black Jack Randall. Sorry, I switched him.
Jack Black is a famous actor.
I know. He's in this too, you know?
He's
but
over there.
because
He's
of
over
what
there
he
like,
did,
Koopa.
she had to marry him to be able to live.
I get it.
And then she fell in love with him.
I get it.
And she thought, I'm going to be here forever. And it talks about, in the book and in the series, her wrestling with that. So it's not like it was easy for her. And then she came back and she was messed up in the head.
Yeah,
dude.
But you're saying that. But
anyway,
like, what about Frank? I mean, what about Frank?
What about him?
Yeah, what about him? Fuck that guy, right? Like, well, no. It's like you should have empathy for Frank.
I feel bad for him up until he messes, like he.
What are you talking about? He could have been way worse to her. He could have been like Randall. I mean, like she look at it from his perspective. He has his wife. He thinks she's kidnapped. You know, he's looking for her for years. She comes back pregnant, and she's just like, "I went to another time," and he's just like, "What?" She didn't even tell him, right?
No, she told him the whole story.
Oh. And he's just like, "What are you talking about? Like, don't you believe me?" He's like, "No, I don't believe you."
He does believe her.
Does he really though?
Yeah, he does.
Or does he have
believe
to
her.
convince himself?
No, he does believe her because, like, the clothes that she comes back in, he sends them off and they're tested and they're like authentic from the time. And he's like, "How would she get this?" And then
does the book go more into detail about that stuff?
It does, because eventually he finds her in history.
That's so cool. How?
Because
the castles, or I mean, they didn't have pictures back then.
No, because he finds Jamie in history.
Okay, really? Why? He's not even a main person in life. Like, how do they find him?
Well, I don't really want to mess anything up because it's kind of like
these books are like 10 years old.
No, she's still writing a book right now.
I think you said she was finished writing them.
No, she's writing another one right now.
Oh, okay. Go read Outlander by what's her name? Mary Keller.
Diana Gabaldon.
Diana Gabaldon.
Dawn. Oh my gosh,
Gabaldon.
I don't know how to pronounce her name.
And then it's a Stars show.
I think it is Gabaldon. Yeah.
But here's my thing too.
Nailed it.
I liked the first probably 2 or 3 seasons better than once she goes back. I'm just not as big of a fan.
Like when she comes back to her time and then back to Jamie.
Yeah, because it kind of changed. But yeah, it just kind of changed like the whole. And that's what happens when actors get popular. Like it just seems so much more gritty and grimy, and like there's more. It's gonna make me sound like an asshole. I'm not gonna say. I'm thinking.
No, go ahead. Say what you were gonna say.
Well, it just reflected like the reality of the time. Like, there's a lot more rape, you know. There's a lot more like killing, like man, like the. It just seemed like Randall was like a horrible person when he. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but like he did horrible things, you know.
Yeah.
And that doesn't like happen in the second half or whatever it is, you know. Not that I want that to happen throughout the whole show. But that's because
he dies.
But the sentiment of what they're putting in is horrible and gruesome, and I don't feel like that really happens as much in the second one.
I just think that
they're having sex constantly in the first season.
I think the horribleness and the gruesomeness is just different. It doesn't come from Randall anymore. It comes from other areas.
I'm just saying, like, they have sex all the time in the first couple seasons. There's constantly people getting murdered, and then I don't like how. I mean, I know it's because the book takes place over like a long period of time. I don't like how Jamie just kind of becomes weak. I don't say pathetic, but like, dude, the things he would have done to some of those people, the way that they talk to his wife, like when he's in America, is crazy.
Like what?
I don't know. I just remember the part. Remember the part like it's not the beginning, but like in the first season or the first couple seasons where like they're like in the woods and they're like making out, and then these 3 guys come upon them and Jamie freaking slaughters them. Remember that part? You
mean when they're doing
they're married, right?
They just got married and they're doing it, and then the 3 British soldiers who had run away from the army.
I don't know if they ran
come
away.
upon them.
And they try to kill them or try to rob them or something.
And Claire kills.
No, this is Jamie killing him.
Claire kills the first guy, and that's what makes the other 2 get distracted, and Jamie's able to kill them.
Okay. He just seems like such a badass.
She stabs him in the back with a knife.
Okay.
While he's
But he seems like such a badass, you know? And then when he's in America, you even told me, in the book he's older. He's a lot older. He's not as quick, and he's not as this, and he's not as that. That's what you've said.
But he still does it. He still is like, my wife. Like, he's still like that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's all that stuff when they kidnap her from...
She gets kidnapped a lot in the book. Or in the show.
When she's kidnapped from Fraser's Ridge and...
By the time traveler?
Well, by the group that the time traveler's in, and they do all those things
reference
to her, and he comes back, they kill them all.
I know, but that's with a bunch of people. He's so used to just be able to do that by himself. I don't know. It's not that I don't like the show. I like the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a hard time when, just like, you have a hard time watching that stuff. When men are being treated poorly and they're just expected to take it. And you have a hard time when women are being treated poorly and they're just expected to take it. But you view it as different. Yeah, I view it as the same. Maybe because the duty of a man is different than a woman.
I think that you can watch Wolf. Is it just one wolf?
Oh yeah, I think it's Wolf of Wall Street. I think it is.
You can watch that, and you don't have any problem with him.
I don't, because I know that they're writing him. Here's the difference: they're writing him as a piece of garbage, as a degenerate, as someone who is not. He's not a cool guy. He's a loser. He literally destroys everything around him, and that's how they're writing him, and that's how Martin Scorsese's playing him. They're saying, yeah, he has opulence and it's cool on the surface.
Martin Scorsese, isn't it Leonardo DiCaprio?
Martin Scorsese is a director.
Oh.
He's like a famous director.
Okay, I knew the name. I just didn't know where.
But he makes him out to be a character. The whole idea of that character is that this person is self-destructing garbage person.
I'm just saying that it seems to me, and it seems like it's both ways, that you can forgive the men when they're being pieces of shit because of that. They're written that way or whatever.
Because how they're portraying them in the
and
movie.
I can forgive the women, but we don't do that for...
And this is why. Because the women aren't portrayed as pieces of garbage. The women are portrayed as hopeless, romantics that just want the person to love them. Whereas, the man is not portrayed that way. So when I'm watching it...
I disagree, but...
Oh, you think that women are portrayed as pieces of garbage in the Notebook? They're like, she's garbage. She's a garbage person.
They're not trying to hide it. It's all out in the open.
I know, but the love story between her and Noah...
I think that the thing is that women show emotion when those things are happening, and you can see the fight between the two sides and the women out in the open, whereas in men, the fight between whether or not she wants Noah or... I don't remember her husband's name.
I feel so bad for him.
Her fiance's name, whether or not she wants that. And it's blatantly obvious that she's having an internal war between those two sides. And men, it just looks like, I'm having fun. So to you feel like there is no...
I don't see a war, though. The first picture she saw of him, she left her husband or her fiance. The first moment she realized I could go see the guy I really love, I'm dumping this guy. The instant she saw that paper.
I disagree.
She saw that newspaper, and the first thing she did was, how do I get to his house?
I disagree that was her wanting to leave him.
And as soon as she got to that house, it was like, we're having sex. I'm painting.
I disagree.
I mean, that's what happened, though.
I just disagree that it was that simple. I disagree. I think that seeing the picture brought up all those memories and all those feelings for her, and she didn't want to go into a marriage with this thing hanging over her, so she goes and she wants to work it out, not be with him.
Work it out? What are you working out?
She wants to have closure. Because there's the whole thing where
that's what women say when they want to cheat on their husbands. They're always like, I just needed closure with this guy one last time before I married you. It's like...
I disagree. I think
guys
you're
don't
being
do that.
unfair.
Guys don't go, I just need to have closure one last time with my girlfriend before I marry you.
Yeah, they don't say they need to have closure. They just go out and fuck them.
Or they don't. And they just say, I love you, and I don't need closure with this woman because once it's over, it's done.
Yeah, and then the guy goes for years and years and decades just thinking about her. And, like...
You don't think she would have thought about Noah for decades if she just, like...
Yeah,
she
and
would
I
have
think
kept
that
track
that's
of
why
him.
she felt like she needed closure. I think that she
and what's
wanted
the closure
to,
she got?
I think that what she wanted to do was go there and know that she didn't love him anymore. That's what she wanted to do. Because she did love... Oh, dang it. It was right on the edge there. She did love him, and he was everything that she needed. But when she saw that picture of Noah, everything came flooding back. And she doesn't want to go into a marriage feeling that way. Feeling like, what ifs. So you want to go and you want to make sure that that door is closed. And it wasn't.
That's crazy. I think that's crazy. You want to go there just to make sure that door is closed? It's like, what are we doing? Anyways. What were we talking about before the podcast? I said we wanted to talk about. Do you remember? I don't remember
Matt does this thing where we'll start to have a conversation in real life, just out there in the wild. And he'll be like, no. I don't want to talk about this right now. Let's save it for the podcast. But then we never talk about it on the podcast. It just doesn't get talked about. It's his way of shutting me up now.
So we're going to fight, this huge argument. Like, oh, wait, save it for the podcast. And then I don't have to fight with her anymore. So you excited about tell them what you got for your birthday. No, not what you got. Tell them what we went and did. It was kind of cool.
Yeah. So my birthday was April 21st, and Noah Khan actually released his album. I mean, technically last night, but
that's when it was last night.
Technically last night, but it was April 24th. But we live in California, so it was released on the 23rd. But he did this cool thing where he set it up in record stores all over the place that you could go and do a listening party and get a poster and a tote, and you can enter a raffle to get a different tote. But it was on my birthday.
Isn't that crazy though? Like, I've never even heard of that happening before. Does Taylor Swift do that stuff too?
No.
Like, is that popular?
She might have.
Is that a popular thing to do, to like have listening parties?
It's the first time I've ever experienced it, but I'm also just now getting into like seeing artists live and like being involved in like that whole scene.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, but it was really cool. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it's cool you did that for his fans. He's like, hey, you guys can listen to my album, but also like I'll give you shit. Like,
yeah. I don't know if you could see the poster. It's a poster.
It says Noah Khan, The Great Divide.
Yeah, so that's exciting. And my youngest daughter and we're going to actually go to that concert in August. Super excited.
Yeah. Tell them about the other concert.
One of my best friends and I were going to go see Meghan Trainor in concert, but she canceled.
She canceled her whole tour. Why did she cancel her tour?
She said she canceled it because she wanted basically to concentrate on her family.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
And what did the fans find out?
Well, one of those, internet sleuths noticed that...
What's a sleuth?
Oh, like a detective.
Oh, detective. Okay. That's what sleuths mean?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know the actual definition.
Okay.
It's funny to me that this comes up in every single podcast where
Sleuth?
there's like a mispronounced name or word.
Dude, it happened like the first 4 words out of my mouth.
Or like something like that happens where I'm looking it up. It's a detective or investigator.
Sleuths.
Yeah.
So a sleuth.
Anyway, so an internet sleuth went on and was kind of like looking, and it looks like she just undersold.
By 50%.
Like, yeah, a lot of... Like, not the tickets weren't selling, and I get it, but
they were expensive. Weren't they?
I don't remember how much they were. Matt likes to make fun of me. I
don't like to make fun of you. I like to make fun with you.
The cost of things, the cost of living, is none of my business. It's none of my business.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it seems like there's multiple ways that she could have still done the tour.
Yeah, like if she had 2 in one city, couldn't she have just done one? Like taken, bam.
Yeah.
I'm pretty bummed. I wanted to go to a concert with my friend, and I wanted to see her.
You know what someone told me at work?
What did somebody tell you at work?
They said that probably had a lot to do with the venues as well. They were like, we could get somebody else in here to do this. Like we could do a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
If you're not selling out, then we're not going to reach a certain margin that we need to reach. Like we don't need to rent to you, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think that those places, like venues, they make their money off of like probably some sort of like, you know, you have to rent out the place, but also like food and beverages and stuff like that. There's probably a 90-10 split. At least that's what I've heard, where it's like 10% goes to the artist and 90% goes to the venue. And they're
something like that.
If this is a 50,000 seat stadium and you only sold 25,000, it's like, dude, if everybody buys a drink, we're only making 10 million, you know, it's like we want to make 50 million.
I think that there's something like deeper going into the financial aspect of this whole thing, because like a day before she canceled the tour, she sold her California home at like super discounted price.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
maybe it has to do with taxes.
I don't know. Something's happening.
You think they're broke?
I don't know.
He probably still has that Spy Kid money, her husband.
I don't know. I just feel like
he's gonna make that money for the rest of his life. He's set.
I don't know. It's a bummer, and she's a person, and so they have their things going on. So she can cancel her. She's not just here to entertain people. Like that's not, you know, like she has her own life.
Could you imagine any other job you said, I'm not here just to make you burgers, dude. I got a life. Like, yeah, your job is to make me burgers. This is your life. Like, at least while you're here working, your job is to make burgers. So what are you talking about? And then the guy who makes burgers goes, nah, I'm not here to serve you. I'm a person. Like, yeah, you are a person, but you're also here to make burgers. Like in any other field, that would be one of the most outrageous things. Imagine if I went to work and they were like, I'm not doing that today. And they're like, why? Well, because I'm a person. I got stuff to do. I'd be like, well, then take a day off. Don't quit your job. Or at least, you know, you need a sabbatical now for the whole year because you decided that you don't want to do your job. Like, she is an entertainer. Her job is to entertain. Like, she's also a songwriter, so her job is to write songs. But like, she wrote a whole album, and now the expectation is that she's going to take that on tour, which is the expectations that she set, that she's going to take it on tour. She set that expectation. It wasn't like out of left field someone made her, or maybe they did. I don't know the ins and outs of it. But like, traditionally, like Noah Khan, you know, he releases a new album, he takes it on tour, everybody gets hyped for it, they buy it. His job is to entertain. And now I know a lot of artists don't want to be like, I don't want to be put in a hole or a pigeonhole like that where it's like I have to entertain people. What do you think I am, like a dancing monkey? It's like, no. But when you work for the circus, you gotta perform. You can't just go out there and be like, I'm not gonna do it. And I'm only speaking to the expectations that she set for her fans. I'm going on tour. You know, she could have moved it to a smaller venue, right? Like, what's her name? What's not over here?
Lauren Spencer
Like
Smith.
Laura Spencer Smith. Like, she was a Fillmore. She could have moved it to somewhere like that where it's going to be packed.
Well, Lauren Spencer Smith had to move it to a bigger location.
I mean,
yeah. She could have. I'm just saying, I don't know everything that's behind it, and so who knows? And I want to respect that, but also I'm pretty bummed. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to get into whether or not her job is to entertain or not.
I know, but you said she's
I'm just saying she's a person too, and so
what are you saying?
There has to be there's nuances, and you have to have understanding for them, and they're not just here for our entertainment. They have lives, and we don't know what is happening in her life that would have led to this.
Do you understand what I'm saying by that statement?
You're just saying that's her job, and so everybody has to do their job. But I think it's a little bit different when you're an entertainer. You don't have to do your job.
So when you're an entertainer,
you don't owe anybody anything.
You don't have to entertain.
They can literally just stop.
Oh, 100%. but stopping midstream is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it sucks, and
It's
I
horrible.
wish she wouldn't have done that, but she's still, her album's still coming out.
But that's where a lot of the backlash comes from. It's because she decided to do that. So when people go, "Oh, no one should be giving her a hard time," it's like, well, no, you should be given a hard time. Just like when you quit in the middle of your shift and everybody else has to pick up the slack. Like, no, you do.
I don't know. I just don't think that's a good equivalency, but whatever.
I just feel like stars get like all this like leeway because they're famous. It says, I don't owe you anything. Just like the whole Chappell Roan thing, where she's like makes fun of, or not makes fun of, but gets her bodyguard to yell at some little girl because she's looking at her, and she's like notorious for this. And then people go, well, she's entitled to her privacy too. It's like, okay, yeah, you're entitled to privacy in the privacy of your home. If I'm walking around downtown and someone is like, talking to me, and I go, I don't want to talk to you, and they go, well, fuck you, and I go, okay, well, my bodyguard will handle this. Like, it's a whole lot different than I see someone, they might talk to me, and I go over there and yell at that person, especially like a little girl. I think that artists don't give enough credit to their fans. Like, you're only in the position you're in because of your fans. And there's a whole lot of artists out there that make no money, that do it all guerrilla style. They make their own music, and they just are poor. And it's like, no, but they're still doing what they want to do. Perfect. But if you want to be a superstar and you want to sell out arenas, there's a lot that goes into that, and you have a lot of responsibility. And part of that responsibility is to your fans.
Yeah.
So, like, to negate that and be like, well, she deserves privacy. She does deserve privacy.
I didn't say anything about privacy.
No, I'm just saying, like, you're like, well, she's a human. Things happen.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's no reason to get upset about it.
I think that there is a huge portion of people there's no reason to, but there are a huge portion of people who took time off and saved up money just to buy the tickets. And for those people, they have every right to be upset, don't they?
Yeah, it's just...
They can be infuriated, make TikToks about it, and like say they hate her.
Yeah, because they're people and they get to do what they want to do too.
Yeah. So, I don't want to take that away from them.
Nobody's taking anything away from anybody.
No, I'm just saying, though, like, you're saying... What are you saying?
I'm just saying that I'm not going to get worked up about it.
Oh, you're not? Okay, yeah,
because
of course.
She's a person, and I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes, and... maybe it is that she wants to spend more time with her family, but maybe it is something deeper and she doesn't want to put that all out there, and that's her right. And to me, how I feel about entertainers is that they don't owe anybody anything, and they can stop midstream if they want to.
So you don't
Because it makes me think about that one chick, the artist that Alicia really likes.
Oh, Amy Winehouse?
Amy Winehouse.
I love that chick. She's awesome.
Yeah, she wanted to stop, and she was made to continue, and look what happened.
Yeah. And I wouldn't blame the fans for that. I blame her management and her dad for that.
I'm just saying, we don't know what's happening behind the scenes for anybody.
You're right.
And something like that could be happening. So I think that artists...
So you're saying secretly Meghan Trainor could be a raging drug addict?
No. It could be anything.
Yeah.
It could just be that she needs to stop.
It could be.
For whatever reason.
But I have an issue with celebrities don't owe anything to their fans. I have an issue with that. I think that's outrageous.
I don't think that they have to continue just because people like them.
I don't think they have to continue.
Well, that's what I mean when I say they don't owe anybody anything.
And what I mean is that if you've started something, you need to finish that. I think you should be respectful to your fans. Is what I'm saying.
You should be respectful to everybody.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's something you owe your fans.
I'm just saying like sometimes we like trying to put myself in her position.
You are a star, like a pop star.
Like I am Meghan Trainor.
Or Taylor Swift. How crazy would that be if you were Taylor Swift?
I'm just saying, like, you put yourself in their position. Maybe she was thinking that she was going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And then you're not. And then you can keep going and, drive yourself into the ground and lose some of your sanity.
Yeah.
And lose some of yourself. Or you can just be like, you know what? I have the album I'm trying to push. I have a new baby. I have seemingly, I'm guessing, some sort of financial issue happening just because of like what we see on the internet right now. And I cannot pull myself together to pull myself away from home and away from my family, even though she could just bring them with her. But I can't do this right now. I just don't have it in me.
Yeah.
And you never know what is taking up their capacity, but everybody has a limited capacity.
Yeah.
And sometimes the weird things fall off, because like I think about that in my life right now. I am pushing myself past capacity, but there's nothing huge happening in my life.
Yeah.
It's just there's so
1,000
many
little
little things happening that like I'm pushing myself past capacity, and the things that are falling off actually hurt me, because like I can't take care of the house as much as I used to, and that actually causes me more mental stress because I'm living in a house that I don't find clean. Like even though everybody else is like, it's fine, like to me it's not. So maybe this is just one of the things that could be cut out. Because she can't cut out her husband. She can't cut out her kids. She's already got the album pretty much going, so she has to keep going with that. So
Explain what it means to me, or what that means. She's already finished the album, released it.
It's not released yet.
Okay, she already finished the album.
So all she has to do
Hold on. She's already finished the album, and now she needs to keep going with that. What, release it? Like let it out? Like,
well, she's got she does TikToks and stuff about it. So I'm just saying, like, that's a smaller piece, right? That doesn't take as much effort.
That's what I'm asking. What is she doing?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not in that industry.
I'm just saying, like, if you release an album, you made the album, you have to release it. The things that go along with releasing an album is touring.
Yeah.
So you're saying
she had to let go of that part.
I hear you, but I'm saying, like, what else does she have to do with that?
Maybe nothing, and maybe that's why letting go of the tour made it so she could do it.
Don't you think she owes her fans more than just hey guys, I got too much on my plate, can't do the tour?
No.
Okay. And that's where me and you disagree. When you put a tour out and people pay thousands of dollars for tickets,
they weren't thousands of dollars.
Your ticket wasn't thousands of dollars, but like if there was a venue in like Vegas where someone bought a third party ticket because they they want a good spot.
None of the spots were sold out.
Okay. I disagree. And I don't disagree that none of the spots are sold out, but like I disagree with the idea that nobody spent a lot of money to buy tickets. That nobody changed their life, had to alter their life for her concert. That nobody bought flights to wherever they were going to go, had to get a hotel room that they're not going to be reimbursed for. Had to do all this stuff for her. The same thing happened with Adele. Like Adele was supposed to do something in Vegas and she canceled it because life was just too much. And this lady was like, dude, they spent $5,000, not even including the tickets. It's not even including the Adele tickets because of the flight, because of the hotel, because of this and that. And she's like, I can't get any of that money back. Now I got to go to Vegas for a random trip that's going to cost outrageously amount of money. And all the hotels, like they knew that this was happening. So they raised all their prices because that happens all the time. Oh, the big star's coming. Let's raise the prices and make it non-refundable. And then when she cancels it, you get this short little apology, or not even apology, excuse. And now you're saying like she doesn't owe anybody more than that. It's like that's the fastest way to get people to like resent you as an artist. And maybe she doesn't care, but I mean she seems like the kind of person who would care and who owes more to her fans. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just think that they don't owe you anything. Okay. Like if they want their fans to understand and be less upset about it, they can explain more. But maybe, I don't know. I've just been in places where just like you're at capacity and you can't. And maybe she doesn't want to share all that.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't. And I've been at places where I've been at capacity and, you know, if I have to step away from something.
I don't think I've ever known you to step away from something.
Okay. Yeah, your life's so much harder.
No, but
it's ridiculous.
I'm not saying like my life is harder. We have the same life.
I've had to step away from stuff, and I've been like, I'll make sure the people that I let down, because she did let down all her fans, know that I'm deeply sorry, and, you know, there's got to be a way for me to make it right. Besides just giving you your money back, I can do something small or attend something or do something. And I feel bad. I would feel bad. I'd feel horrible that I let these people down, because she is letting people down. Whether she owes them anything is besides the fact that she let people down. And sometimes you have to let people down for your own sanity, which I agree. But like, that should come with, remorse and guilt.
You want her to feel bad?
No, I just want her to...
Yeah, what do you want her to do? How could she have done this better?
I think that her apology or her rescinding of the tour was obviously like not truthful. And it was obviously like, I got other things I'm doing.
What could she have done that would have made you feel better about her canceling her tour? Which you weren't even going to.
No. A deep apology. I'm sincerely sorry to all my fans. And an honest reason why it wasn't selling out. And it's too stressful to try to push this tour and do all these other things. We just had a surrogate who had a baby for us recently, and trying to push my album to tour and make this tour successful, and the things I need to do, I just can't do right now. And I'm really sorry to my fans for that. And the next time I go on tour, I'm going to prioritize the tour. Like, so you apologize, you take ownership and accountability for it, and then you try to make it right. Those are things that should be in when you mess up in anything.
Yeah, I don't see that making a big difference. I don't see that being super different than what she said.
Okay. Yeah, and again, it's like not me, so, and I wasn't going to go.
Yeah.
So, but you're pretty bummed.
Yeah. I'm bummed for like a missed experience.
Yeah, because it was going to be the Chase Center. It was going to be really cool.
Yeah.
But it was like a week. You got like back-to-back Tuesdays on UPN,
Yeah, I had, yeah.
It's a little bit of a breather.
Well, actually that...
Was it back-to-back weeks?
Yeah, one was like...
That'd be funny if it was like a Saturday, Sunday. Like, Saturday's no con. Just say the night, honey. I mean, like...
It was, I think it was like 4 days apart, but...
4 days apart?
Because of that,
I actually... One was on a Tuesday or something?
One was on a Wednesday.
Oh.
Because of that, I actually started keeping track of when I planned stuff like that in my phone. Because I was like, I could have easily just bought tickets $500, because I bought Noah after Megan.
Mm-hmm.
I could have bought $500 tickets on a night that I wasn't available, and like making that realization. And
yeah. You'd have been like, oh well, I'll figure out what I gotta do.
And I knew that I'm also going to the comedy.
When's that?
Thing. It's in June when you're in Spain.
That's why I couldn't go.
That's why you couldn't go. And I was like, I don't even know when
it.
that is. Like,
I thought you missed it. Honestly,
I was
thought
like,
you missed it.
There's all these things that I've like signed up to do and like bought tickets for, and I have no idea when they're happening. And I was like, that's really irresponsible. So I started a note in my iPhone that's literally, it just says like May, and it'll be like, obviously right now, like Dylan's birthday, prom. It like has the things that I need to know are coming up, so that I can at least see it, because putting it on my calendar wasn't enough. I don't look at that. So now it's like one of the widgets that comes up on the front of my homepage. Yeah. And I can see what's currently happening.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I was like, man, I thought it had to have already happened. Like,
I think it's the 26th.
But then now that you say that, it
makes sense.
It makes sense, because there's no reason
why you wouldn't.
I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Because do you remember the comedian name? She's Asian.
Yeah, I don't remember her.
I think she was actually
difficult.
I think she was just at the festival they had in San Francisco. Did a Chinese festival. She was like riding on a car, back of the car or something. But she's a famous comedian.
It's Atsuko Okatsuka.
Can I see a picture of her?
She like has like the
she had the bowl cut.
Hair.
The bowl cut.
Oh my gosh, it's not
The
showing.
Dumb and Dumber bowl cut.
Hold on. I clicked on a Ticketmaster link. Because... images. This is her.
Yeah. The one with the bear is the one
This one?
that looks like super familiar.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh.
I wish she could have gone to that. She seems. I mean, I've never heard her comedy, but I've seen little clips, and
I've seen little clips. Yeah.
It seems funny, and that's tough too when you hear just like little clips of people's comedy. It's like that movie thing where you're like, "Dude, this is so funny. It's gonna be great," and you go and you're like, "Oh, that's all they got."
Yeah. That was the only funny thing they ever said in their life. Was what was on TikTok.
But she's been around for a while, I think.
She's funny. Yeah.
She's pretty funny.
But yeah, I'm excited about that. I forgot about it. I forget about it and remember it all the time. So it's like those movies. I get to get excited about something all over again. Having memory loss, early onset Alzheimer's, there are some perks.
I feel like that's a way to buy multiple tickets to the same show. You're like, dude, I just got these tickets to the show.
Okay, Matt. Speaking of Noah Khan, it's Khan, but I say Khan all the time, but it's not. Speaking of, okay, so he released at the end of March. He released signed CDs, and my daughter really wanted one, and for some reason the system wasn't letting her purchase one. And when I went on, it wasn't letting me purchase one either. So I told her no, couldn't get it. Okay, but then it let me get them. I got two. I got one for her, one for me. Very excited. Sent her a screenshot. Awesome. 2 weeks ago.
Someone should have put it in her calendar.
2 weeks ago, because I follow an app that lets you know when new merch drops for whatever artists you tell it to. It was because of Taylor Swift. I wanted to get stuff for Alicia, but I put Noah on there and a couple of other artists that she really likes, just in case anything drops. I can try and go ahead and get that. But I got a notification from there that he restocked these CDs, and all I remembered was that we couldn't get them, and I ordered 2 more.
Why'd you remember you couldn't get them? I mean, you got them.
Because the thing is that also, I want to say it was Gracie Abrams, or it might have been Olivia Rodrigo. Okay. She had asked me to try to get a signed CD, and I did not get one of those. Yeah. So I think that it was messing with me. So we were at Target, and I was like excited about it, thinking I'm a good mom. I got her these CDs, this surprise CD.
You got them at Target?
No, we were at Target.
Oh, you were at Target.
Just, spending money. And we were at Target. And I was, like, excited. So I kind of wanted to give her a little hint because she had no idea. And I was like, I don't want to tell you what I got you, but I got you something. You're going to be really excited. And and she was like, she, like, looked at me and she's like, is it the signed CD from Noah? And I was like, yeah. How'd you know? And she's like, he sent me a screenshot. And I was like, no, I didn't. I just got him. And she was like, Mom. I bought him twice.
Wait, you returned.
I was able to return them. Yeah.
I wish we had an album. That'd been cool.
Oh, like a record, a vinyl?
But I guess you don't need to get an album that's signed, a record that's signed, because then we could never play it.
Yeah, well...
Does he sign the vinyl itself?
I think it's the sleeve thing.
Yeah. But yeah.
I don't know. I like to get the CDs. They're a little more compact. So when you're storing them. Yeah.
Their ability is like in the name, compact disc. Yeah.
I don't know.
Not more compact than a cassette tape.
My problem is...
You should have got a cassette tape.
But I don't have a way to play that.
You don't have a way to play the CD either.
I don't.
Only thing you can play is a record. Like we have a record.
I didn't even think of that. I ordered a Meghan Trainor signed CD too. I don't even have a CD player.
I think you might be able to play it on the PlayStation 5 or something. I mean, I don't know. I haven't tried, but you might be able to do that. So funny. Damn. You're like, hey, I got this 8-track. It's signed. It's going to be awesome.
I have a signed Noah CD, a signed Meghan Trainor, and Taylor Swift. I have 4 signed Taylor Swift CDs now.
Damn.
Because she did different
She's
covers.
making money, huh?
And I had to have one of each.
She's like, I don't got a problem selling out stadiums.
She does not. She does not. Oh, man.
That's crazy. Taylor Swift sells out so easy.
I also like...
But no concert is so easy too, right?
He sold out.
Yeah. It's like, Meghan Trainor, take this.
You were talking to Alicia, and she was like, he's the first Gen Xer? Gen
X. Yeah, Gen Z.
Gen Z to sell out.
Gen X is like your brother. Older brother. I mean, your older brother.
Oh, and we're Y?
Or Y, yeah. Okay. Millennials are Y.
So Z to sell out the thing. I saw the same notice that she saw.
Yeah, I just said Sabrina Carpenter doesn't do that. I mean, she's massive. I would assume she does that.
Maybe she hasn't.
Ariana Grande. I mean, like, these are people who I'm like...
just last year she was like a nothing. Not a nothing,
oh
but
my gosh,
like...
sorry.
No,
Carpenter.
that's not what I mean.
That's crazy. All this hate coming your way, that's not me.
Don't be mad at me. I mean, she was...
I like her music. Her music's
What's
good.
that thing that she was just at? Coachella? She was one of the small names. This year she headlined.
She got in so much trouble. Did you hear what she got in trouble for?
I did. I don't want to talk about that.
Why?
I don't want to bring more attention to that. I feel bad for her.
Dude, I feel bad for her too because, like, if you've never been part of that culture before...
And you never heard it?
All you're hearing is, like, these...
sounds?
No. All you're hearing is, like... what you're actually hearing is Nordic people yodeling. You know, like a German yodel. Like, that's a yodel. And what they do is a yodel as well. It's a different type of yodel.
Okay.
So, like, when your brain hears that, you have a reference, and your brain immediately goes to yodeling, and that's what she said. It'll be yodeling. Like, I'm sure that's what her brain was going to. She's like, I don't like that. And then they painted her out to be, like, this horrible person. She's like, wait. Because I don't know that it comes from...
I don't know.
Wherever it comes from. I'm not sure where it comes from either. I don't know if it's Indian or if it's Pakistani or whatever it is. Middle East. All of a sudden now it's like, oh, man, she's horrible. It's like, dude, not everybody... And she's been popular. She's been famous forever.
Yeah, because she was on Disney Channel.
She was on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
So, like, she doesn't hang around, like, just... She didn't go to school with a diverse group of people. She was probably homeschooled. Or network schooled, right? I mean, I'm sure the studios have their own, like, tutors that they provide to go through school.
I just feel bad for her because I don't think there was any malicious intent behind it. But I feel like people nowadays will jump on any mistake. Yeah. Just to...
Get clout,
I guess. I don't know what other point there is to it, but it's just like... Sometimes people don't know. Yeah. And sometimes they... I mean... That's why nobody feels like they're safe anywhere because you can't say anything. And even if you just don't know and you're like, what are you doing? Like...
My issue with that, too, is that the people who do know, they say, it's not my duty to inform you. Well, then don't get upset. Don't get offended. If I make a mistake and you're not like, hey, dude, that's not cool. You should do this. Or this is what's up. Right? Yeah. If you say that to somebody and they go, oh, okay, I'll start doing that now. Well, it's like, dude, you just helped them. You just informed them. And now they can be better, you know? Yeah. Have you ever thought about going to a Sabrina Carpenter concert?
I have multiple times, but... I
heard guys get made fun of when they go.
I would love to go, but I heard that... I don't know.
What'd you hear? I heard a lot of moms take their daughters.
I'm like too old to go is basically...
Oh, you think you're too old?
Yeah. I'm noticing...
But you went to the Gracie Abrams. She's pretty young, isn't she?
I never saw Gracie Abrams.
Oh, what's her name?
The one we just went to? Yeah. Lawrence Messer-Smith?
Yeah.
Yep. I was told I'm too old to be there.
You were told?
Like,
by who?
Like, by our daughter. Like, I can go there to, like, take our kids, but it's not really, like, they're not for me. I'm too old.
That's crazy. If you like the movie, like, I like Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah. That's the song that Alicia always plays, you know, right in the car.
Yeah. Driver's license.
Yeah. I like Lana Del Rey. She's awesome. I would go to one of her concerts. Her music's amazing.
Yeah, I just think that...
I couldn't imagine someone be like, what are you doing here? You're too old. Isn't it past your bedtime? What are you doing here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who cares what people like to listen to? You know? Like, who cares if someone wants to go to a concert? I don't understand why people, like, want to judge people and want to, like, you know, like, say, oh, you can't like this kind of music. It's almost like the kind of music you listen to in your 20s, that's it. New music that comes out in your 20s, that's it. You can't like any new music and go to new concerts. You can only, like, once you're done with your 20s, it's kind of like, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
I do feel like people think that.
Yeah. Isn't that weird, though?
It is weird. It sucks, especially being on the other side of your 20s and being like, okay, so my life is over now. But I also don't, I care a lot about what people think.
Yeah, but do you think it's valid?
No, I think...
sorry. Do you think they have a point?
See, so when I think about it, like if I saw somebody out there, like an older person out there, you know, dressed up to go to a concert and having fun, I wouldn't judge them.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would feel judged if I were doing the same thing.
I also think you reach a certain age where it becomes cool again. Because like when great grandmas come out, and it's like, oh, this 80-year-old lady who likes Sabrina Carpenter, is like, that's kind of cool. She's hip at the times. But this 40-year-old chick, they're like, dude, come on, you're just trying to hold on to your youth. You know? Yeah. That's the way that's why I think people see it. But it's also like for me and my sons, right? There's a little bit of crossover in music that we like with hip hop and stuff. And it's like, how do you even know them? It's like, well, I listen to music as well. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it does kind of come to a point where it's like, is it something? But going to concerts, I think, is a whole other level, I guess. Yeah,
I like going to concerts.
You love it.
I like to get an outfit for it. I like to do all the things. But like at the Lauren Spencer Smith concert, like I specifically changed my outfit last minute because I was like, I'm too old to be wearing
emo gear.
What I wore was just some black leggings and a green plaid top. But I had planned on wearing I have a black like knee-length skirt and like some, you know, chunky boots.
The Doc Marten style.
Yeah, and like stuff like that. And then I'm like, I think it makes the kids uncomfortable, and I don't want them to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I really do want them to have a good time. I don't want them embarrassed over their mother.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, you know, we gotta dance like no one's watching.
But everybody is watching.
I know, but if you dance like no one's watching, then
they have footage of you and.
But then life is so much easier. It's so much great. It's so much better.
Okay.
You'll be free falling. Anyways, well, thank you for joining us.
Yep, we'll see you next week.
Love you.
Bye.